10-year small business development coach. I'm so blessed to have you on the live stream this morning. I hope all is well. Today is Tuesday, and we are going to get into some really good startup and small business education, honey. So if you are just clicking on this video after I have recorded it on live, I want to thank you so much for clicking the video because that means you are looking for these 7 steps to help you build your operations plan. And I don't think a lot of startups and small business owners think about exactly what an operations plan is, but we're going to talk about it, friend. It's very important that every small business and startup has what's called a operations plan. Now, usually when I'm on here, I'm talking about grants. So a lot of you guys know that I am a 71% successful grant writer. And if you are looking for a trustworthy, a grant writer who's going to help you win some debt-free money, you can always book a one-on-one consultation with me. It's just $50, super worth it. I'll tell you all the grants that serve in your favor, and I'll tell you how you can hire me and my team. I just recently won my client $100,000. I posted that short yesterday. I'm so excited. Mind you, my new client, she's only been with me for 30 days, and I helped her win $100,000 for free with a small business grant for her small business. So if this is something you're interested in, click the link in the description. But in today's conversation, we're going to talk about the 7 steps to you building your own operations plan and what that looks like. Yesterday, we were on live. It was so fun. We had a good kumbaya, right? We was all together. And I love having like conversations with y'all because it allows us to be interactive and allows us to talk about what are the challenges that you're going through. And then I'm help you through it. With my 10 years of experience of being an entrepreneur, traveling around the world, and being a like top grant writer and small business development coach, helping others build their businesses and so much more, I definitely have went through my own personal experiences, and I've also went through proper schooling and coaching. Okay, I have certificates for this stuff. All right, so you can visit my website, superchargemybusiness.com. That's where I have all my video testimonials that will reassure you that one, I'm not a scam, and two, I'm not new to this, friend. I'm true to this. So come on in. As you're coming into the live stream, make sure you like the live stream. That way, the YouTube algorithm can actually push out this information to other startup entrepreneurs who want to know about how to develop their own business operations. So let's get into it, okay? Yes, I have some slides for you, friends. So don't worry. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get into it. Yesterday I asked you guys, actually we had our friend, she joined us. Hey Taisha, hey educated monk, hey Dennis, how are you? I hope you guys are doing well this morning. So yesterday we had a conversation, and one of our friends that joins us on live, she said that she had her own nail station and she was doing nails consistently, but it felt like she was working for herself. It didn't feel any different from working a 9 to 5. So I told her, I said, friend, I think what you were missing was an order of operations. Order of operations is pretty much like a daily task that you will complete to help you reach your business goals. Last week, we talked about what it looks like for you to develop your own small business goals and how to actually execute them. We also talked about on Monday's live stream last week the 7 steps to bringing your ideas to reality and actually turning those ideas into revenue generating businesses. Okay. So today we're going to go over another 7 steps. I like the 7 step thing, friend. We're going to go over 7 steps on how to develop your operations plan. I'm going to give you some education and the reasons for why you should develop your own operations plan. Okay. Now, if this is out of your scope right now, if you have not started generating revenue, if you haven't started anything, you should still watch this live stream because it's still for you. It's something that you can think about on how you're going to be able to reach your daily goals. Remember last week we talked about how you can make a goal, like an income goal. Say you want to make $1,500 a month, right? Just from you starting. Well, that's $53 a day if you break that down. And a daily, income goal and also a weekly income goal looks like $375 a week. So if you have a daily income goal and you say, okay, I need to make like $53, $60 or so every day. Well, this operations plan we're going to talk about is going to help you reach those daily goals so you can reach the big goals. Remember, small goals, small wins bring big results. Okay. Small wins bring big results. We talked about that last week. Okay. So you ready to get into it? And towards the end of this live stream, of course, I'm going to give you guys space to ask any questions that you have. any concerns, definitely drop your questions in the chat as we're moving forward, because I love an interactive, chat. Okay. I love an interactive chat because that lets me know that you guys are listening, you're watching, you're interested, you're intrigued. And I want to be able to provide you with the free, consulting and guidance that you need and the motivation that you need to get up and win. Okay. So let's get to it. All right. So I'm going to share my screen and stuff. Also, I have like this new idea that I want us to talk about. So I don't know. I want you guys' input on it. So yeah, we're going to talk about that towards the end of the live stream. Okay. So without further ado, let me go ahead and bring up my oh, actually, I have my YouTube studio. Hey friend, we up close and personal. Hey friend. Okay, so let me go ahead and let's get ready to screenshot because we're about to get into it. Hopefully it allows us to, I don't know, because I got all this art behind me. Okay, let me see how are we going to be able to work through this. No. Okay, we're gonna have to do it like this. All right, so seven steps to building your daily operations plan. That's what we're talking about, and we're going to get straight through it. Okay. Thank you, Dennis. Dennis says, I love your vibe. That divine feminine energy is phenomenal. Thank you so much. Okay, so what is the order of operations? Exactly what is that, friend? Okay, so order of operations, you make sure you guys can screenshot this. I don't know. I'm hoping that it's not too big, but you can still screenshot. Obviously, I'll repost these later as well. So yeah, let me bring up my notes over here. So what is the operations plan? Like I said, most startups and small business owners don't even think about exactly what this is. You guys just simply say, I need funding, I need funding. But how are you going to make the money? How are you going to make the money? I think what we're doing is we're overthinking things. I really do think that's what's going on. So it's very important that you don't overthink things, and you know what I mean? Just let everything flow. All right. So order of operations refers to the specific um like relatable consistent sequence of actions that you take. Okay, so it's the repeatable sequence of actions you take to get consistent results in your business. It's your workflow blueprint, a step-by-step guide that helps you and your team avoid confusion, stay on track, and get things done efficiently. Okay, Frank. Okay, this is not cute. It's not cute. Maybe I should. It's raining on that side. Anyway, let me see if I can relocate real quick because I want to make sure you get what I'm saying. And I want to be inside of the thing too. See? Aha. And I wear blue just for this. You see how cute? Okay. Cool. Cool. All right, so that's what it is. Order of operations is literally the repeatable sequence, the daily thing that you're going to be doing all the time. That's going to help you reach those goals. Remember last week we talked about if you have a goal of making $1,500, you got to break it down. That's what that is. Okay, so breaking it down, how much money do you need to make every day? Okay, cool. Then this is going to be the order of operations every day, what you need to do to be able to reach those goals. So let's go to the next thing. Why it's important. Okay, so let me get myself out of the screen. Okay, so why is this important? So what it does, oh, hold on, friend. There we go. Okay, so make sure you screenshot this. Why is it important for you to have a order of operations? First of all, it eliminates guesswork, which means it eliminates you guessing on how to actually reach the goals, how to actually make the $53 a day if you're trying to do it, how to actually reach those new clients. You'll always know what step comes next. No more feeling stuck, so you don't have to worry about feeling stuck at all. It increases productivity. You waste less time jumping around and more time getting results. It builds consistency. Clients experience the same high standard every time. Delegate, and what that means is the client's experience will always be top tier because you have an order of operations that you are actually adhering to, that you are doing on a daily basis. So the service that you will provide to different clients every day will be top tier. Okay. Delegation becomes easier, which means if you hire somebody, it'll be easy for you to train others with confidence because you have a set system. It prepares you for growth. Structured systems attract investors, partners, and funding. Okay, structured systems attract investors, partners, and funding. So for those of you who is looking for business funding, if you don't have an order of operation or a proper structure or system that is going to allow you to reach those goals, then it just kind of looks like you are doing what's called guesswork. Guesswork is when you just guessing on how you're going to be able to use this money to reach your income goal. Mind you, a lot of y'all don't even have an income goal. You just simply want to make money. And when you're going for funding and when you're building a business, you don't build a business just to make money. You build a business to make it so big that you have to sell it. That's real business. Yeah. Okay, so let's get to step one. Oh, this is kind of big. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so step one. I'm sorry, y'all, that they're so big. I thought it was smaller than that. Okay, so step one, it says identify the end goal. Start with the end in mind. What is the final result you want to receive? So an example, fulfill a customer order, launch a new product, or onboard a new client. So what is your end result? What's the final transformation or value that you are promising? Okay, that's what you're asking yourself. What is the final transformation or value I'm promising? For me, my final transformation, right, or the value that I am promising is that you all are going to be able to win debt-free money that you don't have to pay back, because that is what essentially what I'm talking about, right? So you need to start with the end in mind. My end result, what I want to achieve for you all, is for you to learn about how to search and apply to grants, and also how to make sure that um, you are building a successful company. All right. A lot of you all say in the consultations that the reason why you want to start a business is not only because it's your dream and you are compassionate about it, but in addition to that, you also want to experience financial freedom and you want to develop generational wealth. Some of you all are your first generation curse breakers. I totally get it because I'm one as well. So with that being said, it's going to take you to start thinking about what is the ultimate goal that you want to achieve. My ultimate goal of coming on live every day and making sure that I attend these consultations on time and all of those things is to make sure that you all are educated on how to properly structure your business, how to properly operate your business, and how to also go for business funding. I've been doing this for 10 years. I have a successful business for 10 years that has allowed me to be financially free and live in 3 different continents in multiple countries. So, friend, I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that to say, if I can do it, you can do it too. And that's my end result. I want this type of feeling and financial freedom for you all. Okay. All right, so that's step one. Identify the end goal. So that's what's the end goal. If you are doing a service like doing nails, like our friend did, she was doing, her end result is to make sure that her clients leave satisfied with their nails done and so satisfied to the point that they want to book in the next 2 weeks in advance. You understand? So that might be her end goal. If you are a person that cleans houses, well, you want to make sure that your services that you provide is so good and so affordable that you get a booking by the time before you even leave there. When I used to do Airbnb back in Miami, the people that I had that was cleaning my Airbnbs every 3 to 7 days, I just knew to keep them on retainer no matter what, because I like the way they clean and I like that they were affordable. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go to step two. Step two is you need to break the goal into major phases. Like I said, I'm so sorry this is like big, but I'm gonna make it smaller for y'all for the next conversation. Okay, so divide the goal into 3 to 5 major phases or categories. If you are a product-based business, you need to think about what's the sourcing, What's the production? What's the packaging? What does the delivery look like? And the follow-up. That is going to be what it is. Okay. For service-based businesses like me, lead generation. So how do you get your leads? How do you get your clients to learn about what you're doing? Then you do a consultation. Then you offer a proposal. Then you go into the service. So execution. And then what is your follow-up strategy? Think of this as a big picture timeline. Okay. Think of this as a big picture timeline. For me, as a service-based business, my lead generation, I get lead generation from different angles. I do free grant, classes and stuff with some of my friends who have really big communities, right? I also have a LinkedIn page that I'm always posting on. I have my like here YouTube, so I'm on here daily. You guys are watching me on live on YouTube every day at this time. And I used to do emails, but I don't do them anymore. And then like word of mouth, right? So you have that's my lead generation. Then what they do is once you are aware of what I do and my services and you want to learn more about what I do, you book a consultation. Then I give you the proposal. What can I do for you? Then I execute on exactly the services that I promised. Then I do a follow up. Did you like my services? Are you okay? Would you like more services? Can I help provide any more, gems for you? And in most cases, when I do the follow up, even after I have written the business plan and the pitch deck for you, and I've written grants for you, a lot of the times the follow ups are just simple consultations where you guys get the chance of having a conversation with me about your success so far and about how far you've gotten. And what you want to know is what is that next step that you need to take to be able to get to the next level. I have one client where I've already written grants for her, written her business plan, written her pitch deck for her, and she's also writing grants herself. And so what she did was she scheduled a consultation with me because she said, "Hey, listen, I'm looking to do business acquisition for this company that is like a seafood business or whatever. And I want to be able to incorporate new things. How do I go about asking the current business owners about acquiring the business?" Now, mind you, I'm not in the business of business acquisition. I don't buy businesses. That's just not what I do at the moment. But I did give her a good strategy. She asked me certain questions based on how will her name be on the business finances and the business debit cards and things like that. I explained to her that any fear that you have regarding the business debt or the profit loss, those are questions that you can definitely ask on a deeper level when you have a in-person conversation with the people that you're looking to acquiring the business with, if they are open to having that conversation with you. And you have to understand that you are acquiring the business for a reason. Either the owners have gotten too old and they don't have the energy to continue to run this business, or the business is actually not doing so well, and so it just needs a whole new CEO. It needs a whole new team of people to help run this company to build it to success or to bring in more, like more profits. So I explained to her in the consultation that you have to be open to understanding that when you acquire this business, that you are taking all that it comes with, including the debts. Okay. So I wouldn't have gotten that if I would have never followed up, is where I'm coming from. Okay. We would have never had this conversation and she would have never been open to having that conversation with me and being vulnerable enough to ask me questions if I would have never followed up. That's a part of my order of operations. It's a daily task that and what you also do is you keep the clients that you have already served in what's called your ecosystem. Yes, in your ecosystem. So you have your own team, your own ecosystem of people that most likely will consistently buy your products, consistently buy your services. That's your guaranteed bread, your guaranteed money. Okay. So you want to keep them in your ecosystem. One way that you can do that is definitely having a order of operations. And this system, like I stated earlier, is going to allow you to train your team on how to operate just like you without you being there. This is how you get in the business for a small time and you get up out of there. You get into business for about you being there for a good little, 3 months, 90 days, make sure everything's good, operating. This is how you get out. This is how you take vacations to Monaco. This is how you take vacations, outside. Because there's no way you'll be able to take a vacation if you're going to be the only person that's working your business. You're going to have to hire people. In order, before you hire people, you have to have what's called order of operations, a system. And when you have a system, it just looks like you are more properly prepared for funding opportunities and you are ready to go. You know exactly how you're going to scale your business because you're already operating in it every day. Okay. Okay, number 3. Let's get to number 3. So step number 3, you guys can read that. It says, list the specific tasks with each phase. Go granular. So what I mean is write down every small task required under each phase. So example, if you are doing production, right? If you are, let's say, creating, let's use our example from our client who does the juice bar. She is actually producing her own juices. So under the production phase, right, she has to sanitize her workspace, prepare the ingredients, label the bottles, and do a quality check. So write down the micro task up under that. Why are you doing this? To properly prepare you for your team that you are going to hire so you can take a vacation to Monaco and to the Bahamas. Okay? Don't leave any task out. This step is your secret to predictability. Okay? This is how you're going to be able to, you gotta properly prepare yourself. Huh? It should be in the big one. The You don't see it right there? What black cord? Oh, it's in there. Sorry. I didn't know which one you're talking about. Okay. All right. So also creating and writing these things down will allow you to have your own SOPs. You guys, okay, for those of you who work a job, right? You're working, you have what's called standard of operations, the SOPs, which is that manual book that they give you in your hiring phases, right? In your training phases. So this is what you're creating. This is what you're creating. So every step that you are doing yourself, you're actually creating these steps for your team as well. So, you know what I mean? And then it also looks really good too as the boss because it's like, okay, well, I did it. So if I did it all by myself, then you guys can do it too. And you guys are breaking it up in different phases, right? So, yeah. All right. So let's go to step 4. We're getting through this pretty quick. Like I said, I'm sorry that it's big, but I'm gonna make it smaller for the community post. Okay, so don't worry about it. All right, so step 4, put tasks in logical, repeatable order. So now that you have all of your tasks, you now want to structure these tasks in the order they must happen every time. So you can use online tools like Trello or Asana. I like Trello and Asana, so you can use either one. Numbered checklists or flow charts or SOPs. Okay, like I said, SOPs is the acronym for standard of operations. It's like that manual book that you can create. You want this to be simple enough that someone else could follow it without asking questions. You want it to be simple enough so that others can follow it without asking questions. If they ask you a question, boss, how you do this? Did you check the Trello account? Because this is how you do it. Trello is the website where you can sign yourself up. I think it's free and it has like these color boxes and it's literally an order and step by step of what you're supposed to do from start of the day or start of when you receive the client and how you are supposed to serve the client or produce your product the entire time consistently. What I like about Asana and Trello is that you are able to track your team's success and progress, same like yourself. Yes, yourself as well. You'll be able to track your progress. So, back to my friend who does nails. If one day, let's say one day she did nails and she did like 10 people, And then another day she did like 5. And then another day she did like 15 people. She's able to track her progress. That's what I like about those tools. Okay. So step 4, put tasks in logical, repeatable order. Make sure it's very simple so no one else could so other people could follow it without asking questions. Okay. All right, we're getting down to it. We're getting down to it. Number 5. All right, number 5 is assign time frames or deadlines. Now, this is the goal setting part of the of your daily operations. Map out how long each step should take. This helps with planning and efficiency. Map out how long each step should take. This helps with planning and efficiency. Example, if you do, say you're a service based like me and you're doing consultations, you would do your intake form. So make sure the intake form is within 2 hours, you should receive the intake form. Proposed draft within 48 hours. Payment received within 24 hours. Okay. You need to have time frames for these things. Time management is part of your operation strategy. I believe this is what our friend was missing yesterday. Our friend that talked about her having her own nail salon, and she just like kind of felt like she was like working every day. Time management. Time management is very big and key a part of your development process, and also it's very key to you making progress. Okay, you might start out doing only servicing or taking only 5 calls, and then you can scale, and you've been able to manage your time well to where you can start taking double that now, which allows you to receive double the consultation fees. You understand? So, how I do that is each consultation that you book is 45 minutes with me. Each review period of the services I'm giving you is 15 minutes because we only need 15 minutes. In most cases, I give you 45 minutes because there might be additional questions that you and concerns that you might want to address to me that I can help you develop strategies. So it's more than just a grant call with me, it's also a small business development coaching. However, at the same time, in most cases, you guys book the $50 consultations just so you can learn about my services and learn how to get started and what the steps are like. So I give you the order of operations. You will make the payment. I will send you a confirmation email with instructions. You will complete the task inside of the email, and then you will book our first consultation for review. Then we would, after review, you will give me 7 days to complete the task. And then once I'm done with the task, I would then send you a confirmation email letting you know that I'm done, completed with the task, and that you should book a debrief with me, our last consultation. That's how my order of operations work. See. Okay, so time management. Time management. All right. So that's very important. Step 6, and I'm going to get to you guys' questions in just a second. We're almost done. So step 6. Step 6 is automate and delegate where possible. So once your system is clear, decide what can be automated or assigned to a team member. So you can use tools like Calendly for scheduling, Honeybook or Dubsado for client workflows. I like Honeybook. Canva templates for quick design. You don't have to do everything. Systems give you freedom. This is so true. Find the best ways that you can actually automate these things. Like, for example, when you receive a text message saying, oh, I would like to learn more about your services, or I want to sign up. Well, you can have automations that will automatically send the link to your website to the client or to the prospect, or you can have, the automation is automatically send them like some detailed information about what your business does, right? A lot of these client management softwares like Go High Level in school, they actually have AI inside of it. So if you train the AI, which is not hard at all, but you can hire someone to do it through Fiverr. You can train the AI where they, when they text you, right, and they, or if even if they like call you and they want to learn more about your services and products, well, the AI will actually be speaking to them. The AI will give them the information that they need and continue to answer questions for them, and you don't even have to do it yourself. And those are those frequently asked questions or simple questions that you don't have time or you don't want to answer because you are focusing on servicing and producing the products for your actual paying clients. Okay, so The lead generation, the prospect part, the beginning phases of speaking with that client, all of that can actually be automated. And in the conversation, when they say I want to book a consultation, like for example, what I do, I have here in the chat, you can text hashtag grants to my phone number. What's going to happen is you're going to receive my booking link. The booking link is going to be to my website. You will go ahead and book the consultation, and it will automatically set up the Zoom link and everything for us for the scheduled time that you booked. You understand? Okay, cool. When you make a payment for my services, it will automatically send you an email. Yes, automatically send you an email confirmation. Thank you for the purchase. Here's the next step. All of those things can be automated, okay, which will save you time. All right, and last but not least, the last step is review review and refine the process regularly. Every 30 to 90 days, assess what's working and what's slowing you down. This is very key. Ask what are the bottlenecks, what tasks are being missed, what can be improved. Flexibility is power. Stay agile as your business grows. This is very key. I think this is a part that a lot of people miss. Once you have your order of operations, your day to day, like exactly what you are doing, your step by step of how you are producing your products, your step by step on how you are servicing your clients from lead generation to consultation to your proposal to the fulfillment and execution and the follow up. Like once you have your entire setup, it's important for you every 30 to 90 days. What I do this every 90 days. I'm a quarterly type of girl. Okay, I'm a quarterly type of girl. All right, I know that there's seasons for everything. I know that when we're at the beginning of the year, when tax returns is hitting and things like that, we might have a good first quarter. Second quarter, we might actually have a good second quarter because we have spring break and all this good stuff going on. You have more people getting paid 3 times out of the month around that time. But when we get into this third and fourth quarter, so I'm a quarterly type of girl. So every like 30 to 90 days, you need to be checking your progress. Okay. What did we do in the first quarter? What did we do in the second quarter? How can we improve? And you want to assess it. If in the first quarter you actually did paid ads through Instagram and you were able to track how many clients came from Instagram, and then in the second quarter you decided not to do any paid ads or whatever have you, but notice that your client base actually kind of went down or whatever have you, then you can assess that and make a decision in the conclusion that in the third quarter, it might be best for you to kickstart the ads again through Instagram. Okay. But you won't know that if you don't track the progress. Okay. Cool. So you need to check the progress and then find out and ask yourself what can be improved. Okay. So what can be improved, whether that's branding, website, the way you produce your products, the way you service your client, what can be, improved. Okay. All right. So let me know. Was this helpful? Okay. There's my information. This is what I have to say for y'all. A little thoughtful, food for thought. Your order of operations is not just a to do list, it's a lifestyle. It's the way you run your business on purpose, not by accident. If you want to build a business that scales, lasts, and pays you back in freedom, you need to have an order. Okay? This is not a to do list. This is literally the lifestyle of your business. Book a one-on-one consultation with me. You can visit my website, superchargemybusiness.com, or text the number that is inside of the chat. Okay. Did you guys enjoy it? I always enjoy when we are having these like conversations together because I feel like it really gives you good insight. Start thinking about how you are going to create the lifestyle for your business. Think of it like that. Like I said, it's not a to-do list. Order of operations is literally how you are the lifestyle of your business and how you guys are scaling and making progress and improving. You know what I mean? if you're going to open up your food truck, I'm pretty sure you don't want your food truck to continue to look like how it did at the beginning. You're going to want to put new grills in there, new refrigerators. You're going to want to offer new food products, like, a new menu, right? So this is going to help you be able to keep track of how you can continue to develop and also reach those income goals that you have. Okay. So what questions do you guys have? Let me start reading what's going on in the chat. You're so welcome. I have a grandiose idea. I want to start a scorpion farm. That stalker scorpion minimum cost 38 million USD per gallon. Okay. Hey, yes, also fear along with procrastination. Yeah, don't do that. What you put off today, the task still has to get done tomorrow. And if you don't do the task tomorrow, then you're continuing to delay your destiny. And so for you to be saying that you want to get things done and you want to reach these certain goals, but you're not executing on it, it just kind of shows that maybe you're not ready. Or maybe you're being a bit hypocritical about a few things, or maybe you're not serious. So you guys are going to hold me accountable for my new thing. So if you guys have been joining my live streams on Saturday, you know that I have been doing what's called Small Business Saturdays. Small Business Saturdays is pretty much when we talk all things small business development, right? The questions and concerns that you have. We go over wins, we go over challenges. I help you. Like, of course, we're talking on a daily basis, but this is more educational. But on Saturdays, it's literally dedicated to supporting you guys as businesses, shouting your businesses out, giving you like constructive criticism on your businesses, and just having that safe space to be able to have a conversation. Now, I decided to do Small Business Saturdays, but the way I'm doing it, friend, is going to be lit. It's going to be really lit. I'm really putting effort into it. So what I am going to do is not only hold myself accountable to make sure that this follows through, but also you guys are going to be holding me accountable as well, right? Making sure that I am showing up for this, because I believe that this edition is going to be super great, and it's a new edition. You need a pen. Yes. It's a pen in there. Um, a new addition to something that we're building together. No, that's not a pen. Those are Sharpies. Um, and it's going to like allow you guys to think of it like a business morning talk show type of feel. Yeah, that's the vibe that we're giving. So yeah, and yesterday you guys asked me questions about like, okay, do I pair other businesses with some of my friends who are successful companies and investors already? So this will be that space where we can shout your business out and take it from there, see what's going on. You know, so Saturdays at, I guess you guys are daylight savings now, so it's 10 a.m. Eastern time. Um, we're going to be doing it same time, and it's going to be Saturdays. It's going to be in like a set location, and I will definitely bring guests on these Saturdays as well. I noticed that my friends have more time on Saturdays, so I'll be bringing in guests, of course. And yeah, I think it's going to be really fun, and it's going to allow you to join in the conversation. What I like the most about this idea is that it's going to be a live stream. It's not going to be pre-recorded. I don't like the idea of calling it a podcast, so that's exactly not what it is. It's not a podcast. It's literally, think of it like the Oprah Winfrey show, but instead of it being pre-recorded, it's a live stream show, and you guys have the ability to comment and just join in on the conversation. And I love an interactive chat. So the conversations that I bring my friends into and that we're having, um, you guys get a chance to like really ask these multimillionaires like, what's going on? Like, how did you get, like, how, oh, sorry you guys. Yeah, so I think that's going to be really cool. So what do you guys think? You guys think that Small Business Saturday should be, we'll do a lot of stuff. We'll do a lot of stuff. We will do a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I'm even thinking about like doing like game show feel, like games, live games where you would win money. So I really want to take this Small Business Saturday thing to another level, possibly doing like random raffles or whatever, kind of like what Hello Skip does. Um, but yeah, like I don't know what you guys think. That's what I want to do, and it's going to be Saturday. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's time. I had thought about this idea a while ago, but I didn't execute on it. Everybody has their own time, right? And I think now is time. No matter what, it's never better than just doing it now, because you never know. You never know. So what y'all think? It's going to be here on Internet TV. Yes, it's going to be here live on YouTube. So all you have to do is just continue joining on Saturdays like you do. Turn on push notifications so that way you won't miss it. I'm also going to see about like conjoining my other platforms like TikTok and Facebook and LinkedIn, doing like LinkedIn live events, to see how if I can grasp those audiences too. So yeah, eventually we'll get there. But for right now, we're starting solely on YouTube. You know, YouTube is like my number one social media platform that I love, and it just allows me to be creative, and create so much. So yeah, you'll come here on YouTube, and yeah, we'll do this thing. Yes, Taisha says yes. I always enjoy your lives. I love you. Says, oh, I love you too. I like this. I like this that we're together. Did you guys see my most recent YouTube studio post? YouTube short, sorry, YouTube short with the grant win. Remember the $100,000 Bronze Valley Accelerator grant we went over? Y'all remember that? The $100,000 Bronze Valley Accelerator through Generator. Well, my client got it. Yep, my client got it. Let me see if I can post the win. Generator wants to hear from you. Here's some stuff. So this is what when you are winning an opportunity, this is what I mean by they might want additional information. So we just had to submit like another virtual application, which was just a few questions. That was it. Yes, and on top of that, they gave her two additional opportunities. It says, I have two amazing opportunities for you below. Hope to see your participation in both. So not only is she getting like the 100K opportunity, but they also said, well, you know, you also are good for these two programs here. The Lightning Summer Accelerator Lightning Round. And then there's another one that's called like Bolt Conference, which is really, really cool. So I was like, what? Okay. That's really cool. I thought that was really good. Okay, so I'm not going to keep you for long. It is Tuesday. I hope you guys have been having a really great Tuesday so far, and you have been blessed. Any last minute questions? Any last minute questions before I let you guys go for and get your day started? Let me know. Do you have any last minute questions for me? Hang a path to following to freedom and full abundance. Yep, absolutely. 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 Okay, so we went over a lot today. So make sure I'm going to repost all of the posts in my community post as much as I possibly can. So, because I know it's kind of big on this live stream, but you pretty much get the gist of everything. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time tomorrow as usual. And we are going to continue the conversation. I think tomorrow I want to talk about optimizing your time. So we'll dive deeper into time management, which I think time management, I think that's a good conversation. Yeah, I think we should talk about that tomorrow. So we'll talk about that tomorrow and what that looks like and how to manage your time better. Because a lot of y'all in the consultations are saying like, "Oh, I don't have um, time to do this. I don't have time to do that." But you just simply need to know how to optimize your time. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay. So love you guys. Peace and blessings, and enjoy the rest of your day. Okay.